Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this tutorial, I will show how to use ADT porting wizard to do schematic-only porting without using lookup tables. So this is my reference project and this is my reference library, and I have this design. It is a test bench for an amplifier circuit, and I want to port this design. So inside here, I have my schematic. It is a two-stage amplifier. Of course, this is fully generic. It can be used for any analog or mixed signal or full custom digital circuit. In this example, I have this analog circuit, and the first step is to export this design. So I'll go to ADT menu here, I'll go to the porting menu and choose export design. I need to choose the location where I want to save the exported design folder, so I will save it in my reference project directory. And here it asks about the Maestro test bench that is gonna be used to generate the operating point of the design. So in this case, I will use schematic only porting. So actually I don't need this. I don't need the lookup tables, and I will skip the OP simulation. I'll click OK, and then the progress is shown here. And once the export is done, it will show here the success message, and I need to go to the other project and import my design. So now I will go to a completely different project, and this project can be using actually a completely different PDK, and I will go to ADT menu, and here I will go to the import design inside the porting, and this will open the porting wizard, the ADT porting wizard. So the first thing is to select the exported design folder, the folder that I have just exported from here. So I'll go up here, and this is the folder I have just exported. It has the same name as the design that I have exported. So I'll select this folder, and then it asks about the config file. The config file is the file that stores all the porting settings that we will select together. So you can have a template that has all the porting settings ready, so you can just change the design name, or you can choose all the porting settings from scratch. So in this case, I will start from scratch. I will create a new config file. So this is simply a JSON file. I will save it in the same directory as the exported design project. So let's give it a name. This is without LUTs. I'll save this, and this will open the porting wizard. So this is the information of my reference design, and here I need to select the information of the target design. So this is my technology library, and I can also choose here any standard cell library that I'm gonna use, and here I can choose my editable libraries. So I will export this design to this target lib, and automatically it gives it a name. So let's name it without LUTs, and I will choose the schematic only porting. Okay, so I don't need the LUTs in this step, and I will leave all the settings as is. So I'll click next. I can ignore the sizing rules, and I can ignore the LUT mapping because I'm not gonna use the LUTs in this case. I can actually remove this completely. I'm going to do schematic only porting, but I need to do the cell mapping. So here I map every reference cell to my target cell. So in this case, I have two reference cells, the PCH and the NCH 3.3 volt devices. So let's assume I will map this one to the PCH 7 terminal. This is a 7 terminal PMOS device, and for the NMOS, I will map it to this 6 terminal NMOS device. So in this case, I want to use the pin mapping and the parameter mapping features in order to map the reference to the target devices. So for the pin mapping, for the target device, I have 3 extra pins. So I need to define the labels of the wires that will be attached to these pins. So this is a PMOS device. The substrate will be connected to ground, and this will be connected to VDD, and this will be connected to ground. And when I click save, the red color here will change and it will become white. I will do the same for the NMOS device. So this is a deep N well. I will connect it to VDD, and this is my substrate. I will connect it to ground. Click save. For the parameter mapping, here you can define equations that relate the target parameters to the reference parameters. So these are the parameters of my reference device. These are the parameters of my target device, and if the name matches, it automatically get populated here, but you can of course change anything. You can delete, you can add, you can define equations, you can change the priority, the order which affects the callbacks of the PDK. So I will choose to keep this as is, click Save. Do the same for the NMOS device. I'll just remove the description and I'll keep everything as is here, click Save. And now I'm ready. I'll just click Next and the porting process will start. So it is very quick. It is done actually. So now I have my design here. You can see here, I have my design and this is the name I gave to the design. And let's see inside and compare it to the other one. So I will double click this. And you can see here the PMOS has 3 extra pins and they are connected to the labels I have defined to ground, VDD, and the ground. And if we check the parameters, so let's go inside here, we can see that the parameters were mapped properly with per finger, the number of fingers, the multipliers, the length, all of this. And if I check the NMOS device, again, here I have 2 extra pins. So they are attached to the labels I have identified. And I'm done with my porting process.